What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Tricky Carping Winter Diaries, where I'll be bringing you footage of pigs in a field, dodgy vans and also Trent View Fisheries. Trent View is based just on the outskirts of Nottingham, near a small village called Gunalston. This lake provides on-site toilets, dip tanks to disinfect your nets, slings and mats, and also an on-site burger van. This lake is 28 acres in size with depths to around 25 feet and is home to around 2,000 carp to a whopping £40, and a wall of fame can be found on the toilet wall. It is only £25 for 24 hours, but with those carp figures it makes it sound cheap. So now that I've told you everything about the lake, let's jump into my fishing and I'll try and run you through a little bit of how I'm doing things. Try and get myself a fish on the bank. One of the rigs I've got on a zig rig, fishing about 2/3 of the way up. Another rig I've got on a spinner rig with a pink pop-up, and another rig is just on an IQD rig with a little yellow wafter on it with some bait over the top of it, but I'll run you through all that when we get through to it. If you are watching this video, keep an eye out in the bottom corner for some letters. They'll spell a word all the way through. If you can post that word in the comments section at the end, and I'll pick a lucky winner at random a week after the video has been aired. So thank you all for watching guys. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all very much. So this is a spod mix guys, just a little bit of something I made up yesterday. There's a bit of hemp in there, maize, sweet corn, casters, maggots, all just like a winter bait you'd normally use right through, just mixed into one. That's what I've been spodding out over the top. And then fishing with hook bait's very likely to it. I'm considering going on to 4 pieces of corn, which caught me down at Orchid Lakes. Caught that £25 double belly common. But don't know, we'll just see how the session goes first. So darkness came upon us very quickly on that first day, without a single fish to show for it. There wasn't a lot else to do apart from fire the ridge monkey up and get some good food on the go, and maybe try and catch up on some sleep. Well, that's the first night over and done with. On the second morning now, I woke up this morning, it was probably about 4:15, and I was sat watching the water for half an hour before I seen the first sign. I think it was a fish showing, but I couldn't decide whether it was a fish or a coot, but I've moved all 3 rods onto it anyway. It was absolutely pitch black this morning. I put 3 rods onto it, put around 10 spods over the top of it. Same tactics as I told you yesterday, same rigs. And then literally within the last 20 minutes or so, the wind has started pushing up into this corner, so hopefully that'll bring some fish along with it. But very quiet on the fish front so far, but only time will tell. It's a good air pressure, we're just below 1,000, so hopefully something will come along. Right guys, I'll talk you through one of my rigs. I've already done this once and then realised I recorded it in slow motion, so I'm having to do it again. But this rig on one of my rods is the adjustable zig rig. So if you've never used an adjustable zig rig before, it's a fixed lead on the bottom with your little bubble float and then your zig attached to the end. If you do want to know how to tie this rig or tie zig rigs, check out my Winter Diaries zig rigs, and I'll talk you all the way through that into detail of how to make one. But yeah, so you've got your fixed lead, and then I've got a 2-foot zig with my little zig on the end. All I'm going to do now is dry the top of that float off, stick a little bit of PVA on the back side of the float,
hook in the top. And then what I like to do is put a little bit of goo on, just to give it that edge. I don't know if there's many different flavours of goo you can choose from, but every time I've caught on zigs it's been with goo baited zigs, so let's give that a go. Let's cast that out and hopefully we can get some on the bank. Like I said, this morning we've come out and the wind's howling into this corner. It's still pouring down, so it's looking really good. The air pressure's dropped, it's just below 1,000, so it's looking perfect in every way, but there just doesn't seem to be a lot happening. The anglers around the corner and on the opposite side of the bank there seem to be struggling along as well. There's not a lot coming out, but hopefully we can wangle one or two out, or be lucky just to get one out. I think it'd be nice. But yeah, see how we get on, and see you again when we get back to the next rig talk for the next rod. So I've cast that rig out now, guys. I kept the line bowstring tight all the way down, felt the lead down right to the bottom, and then I've just put the rod back down. Then all we've got to do now, I'll just move that camera down so you can see a little bit better, is that gap I've got there from my spill to my alarm is around 1 foot. So all I need to do is release the drag off, just mute that alarm a second, and then I just need to warn 2, and it's pulling the line through because that float is coming up. 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I leave that at 6 feet, knowing my rig is already 2 foot long, so essentially I'm 8 foot off the bottom with that zig. If I leave that like that now, right guys, this is one of my rigs on my second rod. So it's a 12mm pink pop-up on a spinner rig, but I have just decided to take that one off, and for reasons being, for the last few hours now, with this wind pushing up to this top corner, I've been getting quite a few liners. Don't know, it's been doing me in a little bit, so I'm trying to turn them liners into bites and figure out where the fish are at. So I've thrown the deeper out again. I don't like to use a deeper to find fish, it's there to find features on the lake bed, but I've thrown it out to try and find what level those fish are sitting at in the water. We've got like 18 feet of water out in front of us, and the deep is showing that there's like 2 layers of fish out there that I was coming across. One was at like 2 foot off the bottom, and another layer was around 7-8 feet. So I've made up a fixed zig rig at 2 foot, just on a drop off lead system, 2 foot zig, and that'll be at 2 foot off the bottom, and my adjustable I've just brought down to 7 feet off the bottom, so hopefully that can produce a bite. But I say we are trying different methods, and if you want to know how to make a zig rig, I'll leave a link down below. Click the link and that'll show you how to make a zig rig. Hopefully we can this will work, and we will manage to get one in the sack before we head off home in the morning, but pressure's on. Another little thing for you guys, completely off fishing really, it's not about fishing, but as you've seen in some of the other videos, I do have a caddy, and one thing I would advise not to do is lower it. I bought this caddy when it was lowered and it was absolutely slammed right down, and getting down farm lanes and stuff like this was an absolute nightmare. So I've raised it back up to completely standard ride height, and what a difference it makes. But yeah, I really wouldn't advise lowering vans or anything like that just to come fishing, because it's so uncomfy. I was bottoming out going down lanes and such and so on, and now it's fine. Now it's fine, but yeah, off fishing I know, but don't lower your vans to come fishing, guys, it's not practical. this is what I've been sleeping in for the 2 nights while I'm here. I'll turn it around and show you. It's got my little fox easy shelter and little brolly just to keep me things dry, chair so I can cook my food and whatnot. Let me set up. The sun's just going down on our second night, so fingers crossed for a bite. Right guys, I've reeled my 2 foot zig in. I wasn't feeling confident on it. Nothing's produced all day. I'm off in probably about 12 hours. That's how long I've got left. It's around 9:30, 10:15 now. And I'll swap my 2 foot zig for just a standard hair rig with a 16mm boilie topped off with a piece of maize. And to that I'm going to attach, I'll do it now, I'm just going to attach a little bag just with some small 6mm pellets in. Like I say, hopefully that can produce a bite, but drawing a fine line now. Struggling to get one on the bank and trying every method going, but hopefully something will come along. I'm staying hopeful. I'm going to get this cast out and I'm going to head back in the van. I've got the heating on in the van, it's lovely and warm. And I've got the Anthony Joshua fight on, but by the time the video goes live you will all know the results. So if you are a boxing fan, leave some comments down below and let me know what you thought of the fight. But I'm going to get this cast out, head over and watch the fight, and hopefully there'll be a bite in between somewhere. So wish me luck guys, and see you in the morning if nothing happens. If you were watching all the way through and taking note, you'll have seen random letters popping up in the corners. That will have spelt a word throughout this video. If you manage to correctly guess the word, get the word together, leave it in the comments down below and you will win this prize bundle. It will be picked at random a week after this video has gone live, so thank you all again for watching guys. Well, it's the last morning now. I've been speaking to a couple of lads further down the lake and they're saying there's been no fish out since Tuesday, so it's very tough going. I've tried plenty of different methods while I've been here and nothing's produced a fish. Not making excuses, it's just a tough weekend. It is what it is really. I'm sure he'll probably come on next weekend, people will be catching. But a great venue again. I would definitely return. I'm looking forward to returning actually next year in maybe spring. See if I can get amongst a few, because there is, like I say, some big fish in here that go up to 40. And there's plenty of fish in here to be had, so I will definitely be returning. If you did enjoy watching my videos, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and leave some comments down below if you think I could have done anything differently to try and get a fish on the bank, or you know, criticise me. But yeah, we go again, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the comments, and hopefully I'll have another video coming for you soon. Probably be just after Christmas now, I would have thought. I'm not sure where the venue will be. If you'd like me to hit anywhere up, then leave some comments and let me know. But thank you all for watching again guys. Please like and subscribe. Peace out.